Welcome to the video. If I sit on the ground here, I conduct electricity. The ground is one electrical field. Why an electrical field? It gets charged by the sun. The sun is a cathode ray. The sun sends down energy and electricity, and the earth is a giant anode. So humans are the current or the circuit, and humans have sweat glands on the hands and on the feet, and this wet connection conducts better electricity. So people like yogis who do pranayama, they inhale oxygen, but they inhale electrons. So they get charged. Where you find asphalt, concrete, lights in the night, all these things disconnect us from charging electricity. And people that eat many times in a day, they are missing the charging of electricity, because that is gonna feed them more, and then they're gonna eat less. So when you eat often, it's not because you are hungry, you are missing charging electricity from the ground. And there is a proton flow in between in the body. There's a proton flow to the mitochondria, and that proton flow has mainly electricity that forms inflammation. So if we ground, we charge electricity that is changing everything in the flow, in the electrical flow to the mitochondria. And we are lowering the protons that are forming inflammation. So if we ground, injuries and disease that start with inflammation become non-existent. So when I hug a tree behind me, the tree is also charging electrons from the ground, so it's an electrical thing. So then I charge also electricity by the sweat glands on my hands and on my feet. And fruits grow on fruit trees, so that's why they are high electrical bovis angstrom value, and they have 10,000 angstrom or bovis. So they are the highest electrical. They are how more water content a fruit has, how more nutrition. So like watermelons, papayas, coconuts are high electrical foods, are high nutritionist foods, because they are charged on the tree by the sun, that is a cathode ray, and that is sending down energy and electricity to the roots of the tree. when there is lightning and thunder, that electricity goes in the ground. So it can also absorbed by trees, by fruit trees, by plants, by crops, by everything. So only fruit trees, lettuce, is the highest electrical food. And all what you cook is that food. So no wonder there are all the diseases in the world, because people eat from the factories. People eat dead foods that are cooked, fire burned, and totally destroyed. The cooked foods have a maximum of 3000 bovis or angstrom, so that can never make you healthy, because we are the current or the circuit of the electron charging when we go back to earthing. So all the asphalt is a disconnection of our health, is a disconnection of lowering inflammation, is a disconnection of feeding our human body by electricity. So if I have copper, copper is conducting electricity. So it helps me to get a stronger bone health in my body. My bones getting stronger. I am the same as plants. So plants grow bigger and stronger when you put electricity wire in the ground. A copper wire in the ground, sorry. So they conduct electricity, we conduct electricity. So the copper is only benefiting our health. The dreadlocks are absorbing the electrical energy. So that is why the ancient humans have got hair that was never combed, that was never washed. They were having freeform dreadlocks. That is the natural hair of all humans, freeform dreadlocks, because they are antennas for the electricity that comes down from the cathode ray, the sun. So that is why your hair need to be exposed to the sun. That is why you need to sit on the ground and walk barefoot on the ground, because you are an electrical body. Fruits are electrical foods. That is why you are missing the electrical charge and grazing on food the whole day. So I'll let you see. If I go here, I am charging electrons from the tree. The roots are the earth is the anode to receive energy and electricity, electrons, from the cathode ray, the sun. So the tree can help me also with bacteria that help people to get the extrinsic type of bacteria to make a connection with the intrinsic in the stomach outside, in the mucus around the stomach, and there they form a molecule that is the B12 that gets dumped in the digestive track. So hug your trees, sit on the ground barefoot, charge electricity, people. We don't need highways with tarmac. We don't need decent roads, because they are only disconnecting us more and more. And that is why we get into diseases, because we getting in difficulties to do the daily grounding. Peace and love.